What's going on, guys? It's Mikey Henninger from Basement Brewed Sports. We're back with another video where today I have the best free picks that you can use to conquer PrizePicks, Underdog, Betr, wherever it is that you play your action. We're actually going to talk 2 NBA picks and 2 college basketball picks, so you can kind of pick and choose however you want to cash in today. Now, before we jump in, please pause the video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because as I do literally every single day, I did a ton of research. Plenty of time, plenty of energy went into the research to make sure you have the best possible stats, best possible facts, all of the data that you could possibly need to make these picks with. And again, guys, we're going to make a new video pretty much every single day, so you're not going to want to miss it. Tap the like, tap the subscribe button. Now, we had another really good day yesterday. We went 4-1 in the free IP, which I like to call it, the free group yesterday. We cashed Desmond Bane over 22.5 points in rebounds. We cashed Isaac Okoro over 8.5 points. Earlier in the day, just before noon, I actually sent out a notification to the members in my free group, in my VIP group, letting them know, hey, you got to act fast. The Cavaliers and the Thunder tip off at noon, but they're 2 picks that we really like here. Evan Mobley over 14.5 points and assists. Chet Holmgren under 18.5 points. And wouldn't you know it, both of those cashed. So good thing we got that out there. And that's exactly what this what this VIP group is all about here, guys. Every single day I'm doing all of the research. I'm spending, blood, sweat, and tears going into this research, and then I'm giving it to you. You're going to get a text message from me every single morning with the best possible picks of every single day. There's a free group that you can join. Same thing. You're going to get the best possible free picks. And then there's a VIP group that you can join where I'm posting my best play or plays of the day, plus my own personal betting slips if anybody wants to tail. So you can join either community using the link that I left for you in the description of this episode, as well as the pinned comment on this episode. But we have been on a hot streak. We're 9-4 over the last 2 days. We're 8-3 in the VIP group since I started it 5 days back. So hop in, guys. Hop in. Join the free group if you want. Upgrade from there. Whatever you feel like doing. But you definitely don't want to miss out. You're going to get a text message on your phone with the best picks every single day. All right. Let's kick this thing off with... We're going to keep it nice and chill, nice and easy to begin with. And the reason for that is the NBA is a very small slate today. There's only 3 games on the slate, which makes it really tough to find some of the better plays, right? And you don't just want to throw a betting ticket in just for the sake of it. We want to be responsible with the picks that we make. And sometimes that means we want to dig into college hoops. And usually what I look for in scenarios like this where the NBA has a very small slate is what are some easy picks that are almost guaranteed to win. And these, if you're playing on Betr, for example, these are called edge picks. Edge picks basically just means they don't necessarily increase your multiplier by a whole heck of a lot, but they are considered a safer bet, which gives you a better chance to win, even if there's not many plays that you like on such a tiny slate like today. So a great edge play for today is the forward/center for the Louisville Cardinals in college hoops, Sananda Frew. We like his chances of going over 0.5 blocks. Now, he's doing it pretty much all the time this year. He's hit that. He's had 1 or more blocks in 23 of 27 games this year. About 85% of the time that we are seeing him hit that number. He's done it in each of the last 10 games. Okay, so he's on about as much of a heater as he possibly can be. He's done it in 19 of his last 21 games, about 90% of the time. We also love, by the way, that other books are pretty bullish on Frew hitting the over on his blocks. We see Hard Rock Bet has it at -150. Fliff has it at -155. Again, there's nothing that's flashy, sexy, or exciting about this one, but if we go through the rest of this video and you decide, man, I only feel really good about one of those other picks that we're playing, go ahead and couple that one with Sananda Frew, make him your edge play. It should be obviously there's no such thing as a guarantee in this game, but it should be as close to a guarantee over 0.5 blocks as you can possibly get. It's the safest play on the board without a doubt. Okay. Then as we get into the more flashy, the more sexy, the more exciting plays, we're looking at Keontae George to go over his PRA prop, points plus rebounds plus assists, of 21.5 tonight in Houston against the Houston Rockets. Now, let's start out with the obvious. Let's start out with the red flags about this one. Assuming he's active, and he is questionable, last I checked, looks like that has not been refreshed. He's questionable to return. This could be his very first game since February 7th, since he sprained his right ankle. And obviously there's a risk to that, right? Number one, he might not play at all. Number two, if he plays, he could play limited minutes. And B, it's always possible that you re-injure that ankle. I don't know if you've ever had an ankle sprain, but those things tend to be pretty tender for quite a while. So there is risk to this. There's no doubt about that. But man, when you consider his hit rates on the season and how he was playing, like usually 21.5 PRA is a number he absolutely destroys. He blows it out of the water more often than not. You'll see that he's hit 22 or more PRA in 44 of 48 games this season. So 92% of the time, he's going over 21.5 PRA. He's averaging 34.19 points plus rebounds plus assists on the season. We just need him to get to 22. And when you look at where the public is putting their money for this game, you'll see that for starters, 55% of bets and 87% of the money is on the over in this Jazz versus Rockets game. So we're expecting this game to be a bit of a higher scoring game than originally anticipated, particularly on the Utah Jazz's side of the ball. 52% of bets and 63% on the money are on the Jazz to cover the spread, meaning we're expecting the Jazz to score more points than originally anticipated. That is a good sign when you're considering the over on a guy's PRA. Also, last but not least, certainly does not hurt that other books and other apps are bullish on Keontae George to hit the over in this one. Sleeper has it at minus 145. Fliff has it at minus 135. Okay, so ultimately we're looking at Keontae George over 21.5 PRA. There is some risk. There's no denying that if this is going to be his first game back. But you look at his hit rates, you look at the way the public is betting this one, I feel pretty good about Keontae George clearing 21.5 PRA. All right, guys, just a really quick reminder before we get into our last two picks of the day. Go ahead and pause this episode so that you can take a quick minute to download Betr. Even if you love PrizePicks, even if you love Underdog, I can guarantee you it's absolutely worth downloading Betr, and there's several reasons why. You're literally going to get 4 freebies out of this opportunity. Number one, if you use my link, you use code BBSMikey, you're going to get a free pick tonight. That is actually going to be Kevin Durant over 0.5 points plus rebounds. Complete freebie, new users only, tonight only against the Utah Jazz. Use the link that I left in the description. Use code BBSMikey. You're going to get Kevin Durant for free tonight. And that way you can ignore Sanandra Frew if you would prefer to. You can use the Kevin Durant pick instead. You're also going to get $10 for free put right into your account. No deposit required. It's just a way that they say thank you for downloading the app. And then when you do deposit and you use code BBSMikey, you're going to get a 50% deposit match up to $200 in bonus funds. They are going to hand you up to $200 that you can play with completely free just by matching a 50% match on whatever you decide to deposit. Last but not least, I mentioned my VIP group. It's usually $35.99 per month. This is usually where I'm putting my very best play of the day or plays of the day, as well as my own personal betting slips if anybody wants to tail. That's usually $35.99 a month. But if you just send me a screenshot of proof that you downloaded Betr, that you used the link, that you use the code BBSMikey, I'm just going to hook you up. I'm going to give you 30 days free right inside the VIP group. You're going to get text messages right to your phone every single day with the very best play of the day, not to mention my own personal betting slips if you choose to tail it. All right, moving on to our final picks of the day, free picks of the day. We have Dylan Harper, the shooting guard for the San Antonio Spurs. We like his chances of going over 13.5 rebounds tonight in Detroit against the Detroit Pistons at 6 p.m. Now, take a look at what he's done over his last 10 games. You'll see that he's hit 14 plus points plus rebounds in each of the last 9 games. 100% of the time in the last 9 games, he's clearing this one. He's averaging 18, if you'll see here, he's averaging 18.11 points plus rebounds per game over the last 9 games. We just need him to get to 14, and he's been doing that with flying colors over the last few days. His minutes are up, by the way. You'll see that on the season, he's averaging about 22 minutes per game, but over his last 5 games, he's averaging 25.6 minutes per game. So his minutes are up, and that's a good thing. The more he's on the court, the better chance he has of clearing 13.5 points plus rebounds. Take a look at the matchup. On the surface, it looks scary, right? You see that the Detroit Pistons rank 3rd in the NBA in points allowed, 4th in the NBA in rebounds allowed. That looks really, really tough. But take a closer look. See how they perform against shooting guards. Suddenly that red dot turns green, and you'll see that the Detroit Pistons actually struggle a bit when it comes to containing opposing shooting guards from getting buckets, which is good because that's where Dylan Harper butters his bread. That's where he gets most of his production from anyway, is by putting points on the board. So the matchup, not necessarily as scary as it looks. When you look at how the market is valuing this play, you'll see that there are some other books, other apps that love this one as well. Sleeper has it at minus 137. Fliff and Hard Rock Bet have it down to minus 130. So we're feeling pretty good about this. The hit rates look good. The matchup looks good. Other books, other apps really like him to clear this one. This is a really, really solid play on an otherwise very, very small slate. All right, last but not least, guys, candidly, I was not going to include this one. This one was going to be VIP only, but I decided to throw a bonus pick into the mix just so you guys can see just how valuable the VIP group really is. One of today's VIP picks is, and we have 2 of them today. There's 2 VIP picks. Here's one of them. Melvin Council. We're talking about a guard for the Kansas Jayhawks, so we're going back to college basketball, but there's a lot to like about his chances of hitting the over on 4.5 rebounds. One of my very favorite things about this is that while it's a demon play over on PrizePicks, it's actually a regularly priced play over on Betr. I don't know if it'll stay that way for long once Betr kind of catches up that this is a very cheaply priced play over on Betr. But if you are on Betr, this one should be in your slip because it's a regularly priced play. For starters, he's hit 5 or more rebounds in 15 of his last 20 games. So about 75% of the time in the last 20 games, he's been able to clear this one. It's been even better recently. He's done it in 8 of his last 9 games. He's done it in 8 of his last 9 games at home. You look at the matchup, that part gives us a little bit of pause, right? On the surface, Houston looks pretty tough. They rank 54th in the entire country when it comes to rebounds allowed. That's not necessarily a good thing, but Council has done this pretty regularly against similarly difficult opponents already this season. You'll see he put 5 rebounds on Iowa State back in, when was it? On February 14th, so a week ago, 2 weeks ago. They are the 28th ranked defense, they rank 28th in the country in rebounds allowed, which is better than what we're expecting from Houston as a matchup tonight. He had 6 boards against Arizona, the 24th ranked defense. He had 6 rebounds against BYU, the 113th ranked defense. He got Iowa State again for 7 rebounds, the 28th ranked defense. So you'll see that he's done it against some traditionally difficult opponents all year. He put 5 boards on Missouri, ranked 51st, and he put 6 boards on Tennessee, the number 2 ranked opponent in the country. Okay, so we don't love the matchup. We don't love that he's going against Houston, the 54th ranked defense in the country, but we've seen him produce against similarly difficult opponents in the past. And then you look at how the market is valuing this. Most books, most apps are pretty bullish on this, okay? At worst, we're seeing Bet Rivers has it at minus 118, but Underdog has it at minus 169. Sleeper has it at minus 152. Profit X has it at minus 140. It's a goblin play on PrizePicks. Caesars, FanDuel, Fliff all have it around 130, minus 132. So feeling really, really good about Melvin Council's chances of going 5 or more rebounds tonight, 8 p.m. against Houston. So, to recap, if you're feeling uncomfortable about today's slate and you want to keep it nice and easy, nice and chill, you want to go with an edge play, consider Sananda Frew over 0.5 blocks, Keontae George over 21.5 points plus rebounds plus assists, Dylan Harper over 13.5 points plus rebounds, and Melvin Council over 4.5 rebounds. Guys, like I mentioned, I do have one more play, my best play of the day. But out of fairness to the folks that support me on the VIP monthly and VIP weekly group, I have to keep it reserved for them. Of course, you're always welcome to join anytime. And again, the way that you can get 30 days of it for free, just download Betr, use the link that I left in the description, the link that I left in the top comment, use code BBSMikey, and send me an email of proof that you did that, and I'll hook you up. I'll get you 30 days free inside that VIP group so you can scoop up that final pick, the best pick of the entire day. So, other than that, guys, really appreciate you tuning in. We're going to have a new video out every single day. Today we talked NBA and NCAA, but first pitch is getting really close here for the MLB. NFL will be back before you know it, and there's going to be a new video every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, some Saturdays. Sundays, probably not. Sundays are proving to be impossible. But if you dig the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. But we will see you on the streets. Let's make some money. Good luck, everybody.